makeup isn't the best thing to be doing. Isn't the easiest plan, that is. Where's the one? Didn't I have to upload the one? Okay, where's the one I upload? What? Oh, never mind. Okay, the Qunari Part 5 Champions of the Just was only the beginning, and then I had to go to 5.222. Yeah. And then Qunari Playthrough 3 was one I had to upload. And there we are live. Alright. Yes, the problem why I crashed was number one, because of Fen Harrell mod that ended up showing up, even though it only shows up in Skyhold at any other time. And actually the ornamental horns is known to be a contradiction with that, which I remember reading, and then I didn't think about when I decided to do my Qunari. And yes, I installed the romance mod. I'll reverse it for after the first time. But it's the
What can I do for you?
size difference is going to make it nice and fun. Funny. Make sure I can see your eyes.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
I'll have to, and then I'll reverse it because I don't even trust just saying no to break up with him because the mods will probably screw up and make me have a curse thing, purple thing going on. Even if I break because even though I had broken up the romance when I tried to play Descent, it was still cursed. But that was at the end of the game, not at the very beginning. But I'm not taking any chances. Let's see, Solus kiss Qunari boobs. Because it would be totally hilarious. Why don't I get... Oh, well,
Why
never
here?
mind that.
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
How long can it take to look at a mark on my hand?
A magical mark of unknown origin? Tied to a unique breach in the veil? Longer than you might think. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Felt the whole world change.
A figure of speech.
I'm aware of the metaphor. I'm more interested in felt.
You change everything.
Yeah, anyway, there's no way to fix my makeup. I think a different makeup mod actually showed up, but... Okay, there's an eyelid fix, which does not work with the complexion mod. There's no way I'm not having a complexion mod on a Qunari. I don't need my ugly looking Qunari. So the makeup is just always gonna look like weird. And, oh, I can switch it to just doing an eyelid, eyeliner cannot be installed with also a makeup. So with an eyeliner, and then with the normal makeup, that might look better. I'm just weirded out that the eyeliner doesn't even show up at all. This is gonna be funny. Of course, that I've seen someone do it before.
Sweet talker.
We shouldn't. It isn't right. Not even here.
What do you mean, even here?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Okay, satisfy my curiosity on the messed up height difference of the using the mod. Okay, that was fun. And I am reloading it just so that the mod don't make me get cursed, whatever. Ugh. So next time I load it, I'm gonna try the eyeliner fix instead. But anyway, trying to get makeup on a Qunari is a pain in the butt.
Hello.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Just make sure I remove the mod out of the folder. When I don't activate the mod, I'll be okay. Oh, to have the Cassandra one in there. Anyway, now that I got into my quarters, I got out of Skyhold, so to speak, so that it would open my quarters, allow me to get that stuff and continue on the game after you get to Skyhold. It's always the way I get out of my
Haven
quarters.
is familiar.
I mean, out
It will always be important to you.
into my quarters.
We talked about that already.
Otherwise, you have to jump out of Skyhold just to
I sat beside you while you
the...
slept, studying the anchor.
How long can it take to look at a mark on my hand?
A magical mark of unknown origin? Tied to a unique breach in the veil? Longer than you might think. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes.
Chuckles.
You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
That eye suddenly looks more green on him.
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
It was that impressive to see me awake.
You had walked in the Fade. I have explored the Fade more than anyone alive. But even I can only visit in dreams. But you might have been able to visit me here while awake.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Okay. Okay, did I end up installing anything else into the wardrobe? Or is it gonna crash my computer if I touch the wardrobe? Is that... Okay, my zoom in camera is definitely working. And maybe it is just defaulted and not something I can actually use. I didn't go back and look that up. I need some blood potus. Thing in here is just the recipes, isn't it? Purple Mountains. Yes, I was doing green for a while on the other one. I decided the purple is the best. As far as colors I want to actually look at. Even though it looks best if you made that green. But the armor colors on the people, the other people, this is what looks the best for all combined. And definitely when I tried to use the blue, it had a bluish purple.
They have certainly spared no expense.
Templar banner banned. I have some random Templar banner in your bedroom hallway. Using these curves, whatever is. Bunch of triangles? Okay. Okay, I got my armor back. Did I? Or is it gonna wear it? I mean, it should. Whether I installed the recipe or the... I really do not want to wear the arms. I don't know, nobody has shoulder pads. Oh yeah, everybody, I have to install that thing for Qunari's to wear hats. Or specifically, Qunari wears Ardent Blossom, which is the healing hats. And there's no reason to color them, even though it... Whoops. Well, Twitter, you should take that out of my... or my Google browser or whatever it is. Okay, let's see. I made this, but then, okay, I put this back because that doesn't interrupt my... The armor does not... Well, maybe it actually does, but it doesn't actually break the... Whatever. It might be causing the slow loading all the time, but it didn't break the game. The Fenharil mod plus ornamental horns together definitely broke the game. The Fen mod even just by itself would have broke the game. Okay, now, oh yeah. Time to judge him. What was I using? Okay, garden. Need to run get some blood lotus.
Word is the courts in Royale want to burst.
Hello, Inquisitor.
Distractions
Honored to
everywhere.
help.
No one has time for proper arguments. And that
Always decided on the road. I know.
And you have Britannia's hair.
Inquisitor, Elan Vemal. Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services
Ponytail?
as apothecary. My colleague Adan was clear about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
I look forward to working with you.
And are you? I wasn't sure what to think of you people, but recent events have put those doubts to bed. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must. I am at your service.
Where did you receive your training?
I studied with Adan after he left the service of the King of Ferelden. Well, when the king was no longer there to serve. Our College of Associates tends to meet informally. I've since been fortunate enough. They are all as good as another, truth be told. My skills and contacts are...
What is your...
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
Wow, we just got here and
Are
we're
there
well
others who could come to
supplied.
Sky?
They are helping now. I have contacted many of our finest. They are not, shall we say, prone to take the field, but we will be well supplied.
I take it you're a city elf, not Dalish.
It's not a useful identifier. I am an elf. I was raised away from the Dalish. No, I do not know their customs. Perhaps that wasn't immediately obvious. It's of little concern. I have skill enough to be evaluated by what I can do. My associates appreciate my work.
As you were.
Of course, Inquisitor.
Okay. That shows up when I make a garden. It should be very quickly. I have to do hawk. Okay, I know I have the human hair.
Well, how about that?
I don't know about... Oh. Just the Yennefer complexion. Alright. Where do I have that stored at? It's probably in a... Is it in texture? It's not in... Okay. Do I have Yennefer on desktop? Look, I named my folder. Ah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. See this? No, that's not Yennefer. Yennefer hair attempt. To make hawk, I just have to install the Yennefer complexion, which means I have to hit install mods again. This is somewhere else. I suppose it's not now because... Hey. Or hawk won't get the complexion. That hair, which I don't feel like changing, I want that hair. That's why it is in the Z folder. Oh. Yeah, I need to grab Yennefer. Why? Where is it? It's not here. Not a folder. Oh, sure. Did I ever install that high upper weave? Is that unless I just stuck it in some stupid folder? This is the only folder it should go in. Should be there. Oh, it might have ended up in here. Or somewhere. And then the Holodors ended up in here. Is however we tamp texture. Okay. EOS Solus Romance, delete. Oh, there it is again. What else was I gonna put in here? Get distracted very easily. Jennifer complexion. Oh, there's a no D-shine. Trespass. Jennifer. Okay, now is that no D-shine? Those are the trespasser ones. Oh. No. No. Another folder. Oh, I am in new folder. Well, it's not in SK realistic. Too much time. And then I re-download everything. Oh shoot. I can't even find it. It's in whip somewhere. Not in. It's in this. I can't just type in Yennefer. I don't think it shows up. Alright. We decided to use just the black eyeliner, one of my newer female elves. And then I went and redid the Michella and did Descent, and then I had to do the, whoops, regular, yeah, the one that came with eyebrows. The one I was using from the beginning is eyebrows, purple makeup. What all can I do before I have to make Hawk? So I have to load the mods. Re-enter all the eye colors again. Oh, get Solus a better looking blue. Looks too green all of a sudden. It's the blue green, but I decided it looked too green on Solus. Or I go back to the pure blue, or I go to... I can't make up my mind. And then I made another one that was more gray, and then I don't want that. I want blue, 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 blue. What am I even doing? I was just adjusting mods, but I'm not loading them. I am... Ask Solus what's wrong with his tea. Well, they're not sitting down yet. Oh, yeah, it talks about the dream first.
Sleep well?
I've never done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable. But I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
I'd like to hear more about...
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about the...
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Like the Temple of Sacred Ashes. People in the ashes. Alright,
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
we shall move on. Oh, I haven't even started talking to Dorian. Yeah, we gotta talk to everybody. And a request has been made of you. Oh, I need to get my specialist too.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to
That
serve
hair.
as assistant to any research
I
concerns.
love that hair.
You'll find my skills are
Very
exceptional.
humid.
I hope they prove
Cover
useful.
up the ears.
You're taking over.
Yes,
What?
I wasn't told. I remember being fond of animals. I remember that being a difficult... Adequate. Yes, Inquisitor. Inquisitor?
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
A request has been made of you. Here it is. No request made yet. Human notes.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
I just want Soul Color to be that, don't I?
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame. I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time.
I just stick with that.
I was afraid to
regular
lose
blue
my
eye
agents. And instead, we lost Haven. More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway. You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives. Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter. Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus... We're better than Corypheus. Our agents have encountered more followers of Corypheus, these so-called Venatori. Their leader, Calpurnia, has them searching elven ruins. For what, I do not know. I propose we stop the Venatori before they find what they seek. Do you know anything about Calpurnia? Only that Calpurnia is a name from ancient Tevinter legend. An unusual one. She was a priestess of Dumat, foster mother to the founder of the Imperium. A name like that is meant to assure the Venatori they follow in the footsteps of legends. We must prove them wrong. I'm pleased to see my spy master is on top of the matter. I try. These Venatori have been shadowing a merchant called Vicinius on Calpurnia's orders. They've investigated his finances, surveyed his warehouses. I propose that you meet with Vicinius. Flatter him. Find out what he knows of Calpurnia. Vicinius sounds like a Tevinter name. Born in Tallow. Although he claims to be from Virendium, he sells rare oils and amber, and prefers red wine to white. What side of the bed does he sleep on? He's unremarkable. I cannot think why Calpurnia would care. What if Vicinius is as much in the dark as we are? It never hurts to eliminate an avenue of inquiry. And we should tread lightly with the Venatori. They have contacts and spies, just as we do. The sooner you speak with Vicinius, the better. We should warn Vicinius that the Venatori cultists... You'd earn his trust. I'll make arrangements for you to visit his summer home in Val Royeaux. Hopefully, your attention should be enough to pique his interest. We'll have Calpurnia's secrets yet.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know.
Strange,
Can't be
I
helped.
never even noticed
Am I
that.
speaking too quickly for you?
Did I not have this mod on during the...
I was distracted. That's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. I have no intention of letting Corypheus win. Not without someone from Tevinter standing against him. It would have been nice if you'd helped stop Alexius. But that's not how things went. So be it. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay and help the Inquisition.
You'd really fight your own countrymen?
Southerners like to think of the Imperium as nothing but slavers and cultists. Why not? That's all you see. But it's not true. Some Tevinters are not only handsome and well-dressed, but rather put off by all that rot. So, I'll happily kill cultists or anyone who thinks a Darkspawn god is the way of the future.
What if this is a ruse? The Venatori could have captured you, sent you here.
Rather elaborate, considering they'd need to have assumed you'd escape Haven. But I am the ideal spy. Charming, clever, perfect teeth and hair. It all fits. How about this? Let me help, and you can hang me later, if you wish. I look good in rope.
Probably because I didn't see any of the brightened up cutscenes. Otherwise, he's just standing around in the dark. Once I had this mod on him in the other game.
We can use all the help we can get.
No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That attitude must be why they kicked you out of the Imperium.
They didn't kick me out? Well, only because they never got around to it. Eventually, they might have. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way. Roderick, that Chantry fellow who led us through the mountain from Haven. You know he died, I assume. Got us as far as the camp and then... that was it.
I'm shocked he helped us instead of running off.
I imagine being attacked by something undeniably evil changes one's perspective a bit. I helped him walk. He talked about you quite a bit. He just needed to be sure you were Andraste's chosen. He was terrified of what it meant, if it were true. But in the end, he believed. He asked me to tell you he was sorry.
He shouldn't have judged me so quickly.
Even the best of us have been guilty of that, no? Anyway, we can talk about something else if you'd rather.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
I'm well aware of your finer qualities. Believe me.
Of course you are. You're a discerning and intelligent woman, after all. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choice.
Why?
If I declined the honor, and thus it's best I...
What did you mean by...
The great families of Tevinter don't have my... They got me. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
It just seems... So much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and And if I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope...
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree. But that's why we kill them.
I think...
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about...
I should go.
I do rather like watching you leave.
Yes, everybody should like that. Now, are you talking about your tea? Or talking about your friend? Drinking your tea and talking about your friend.
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff. But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
But you don't need anything from anyone. You're known for that.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
I'd be happy to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
A summoning circle, I would imagine.
I'm sorry?
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Ravane. But not everyone wants to go to Ravane. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting it. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
All right, let's go get your friend.
Thank you. I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
Hello? Oh, look at that. One of you is wearing the taken shape. I've never seen someone in Skyhold wear the taken shape before. Oh, I also installed need to check my crafting again. Oh, I could have went up here with black.
We'll make good use of it.
No, I have to
Thank
look
you.
for coal first.
I suppose you're right.
Rough day running.
You've no idea.
Oh yeah, everybody's standing around in a different place. Here I go.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
Can we talk about the Bull's Charger?
Certainly. What can I tell you? Ha! They ended up retreating after all.
We'll Scout Harding.
Your worship.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
Shouldn't you be out there, scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
What's been
Sister Liliana glanced at me today. I think she's gonna have me killed.
Oh, you're reading a book already. Yes, I got a
Good
lot of
book.
approval.
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
The latest chapter meaning you've read them all?
Not since this all began. We've been busy.
Why don't I believe you?
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No!
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And This one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to... Pretend you don't know this about me.
Okay, how come Dorian didn't walk by to say something about her reading? Because Cole wouldn't, because I didn't search for Cole.
Have you met this friend of Varric's, Inquisitor?
Not yet. No.
It had better not be who I think it is. I will wring that little bastard's neck.
Why? Who do you think it is?
Someone Varric claimed he could not contact. Someone the Inquisition, indeed all of Thedas, desperately needed. I'll reserve judgment until I know for certain. No need to have that rogue screaming persecution yet again.
May I...
It is difficult. It has fallen apart when on Draste had a... If we are to... A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justice. Theoretically, they will argue until we shall see what happens. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and I left, but in night, I suppose history shall one day judge my actions. Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise.
I'm still dressed like I'm supposed to be.
Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that.
As if nobody else would recognize the Qunari, red-haired Qunari with rainbow type horns. Okay. Who are you? You have longer hair. Blackwell.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
That's your excuse?
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
Corypheus thinks we're beaten. By the time he finds us, we'll be Legion.
I know soldiers. I know our soldiers. Corypheus made 100 enemies when he kicked down our door. And when he came after you, he really made it personal. I swear I'll take that twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
I'm not losing anyone to Corypheus. Especially not you.
You can't afford to think I'm special. I'm a soldier no different than any soldier lost at Haven. I am fond of you, it's true, but we can't let this go any further. This, whatever you want this to be, is impossible.
Why is it impossible? I know you have feelings for me.
My lady, don't. You're the Inquisitor, the Herald of Andraste. Even now, there are people flocking to your banner ready to serve, to die. We must remain focused on the task at hand.
I'm not what they say I am. I never asked them to believe.
But they do. And it's too late to go back. Whoever you were is gone. They believe you're the Herald because they need to. Without that hope, all that's left is despair. We're both bound by duty. Our lives aren't ours to live. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Sure. Yeah, you're not in here. Everybody's down. Down.
The order was sent?
Yes, Commander.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now!
Why the strange guy that just stands there? I don't get it.
We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word. Inquisitor?
What?
At your service.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Oh?
Oh.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Qunari occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart. An apostate blew up the Chantry, and the Knight Commander went mad. Other than that, it was fine.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Templars?
You were at the Conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, there was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
What happened then?
The Templars should have restored order, but Red Lyrium had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion, turned on her own men. I'm not sure how far she would have gone. Too far.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
I'll let you...
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Look for Cole.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
How come those cannot be the abilities of a mage? It's magic. You can do anything, whatever.
Cole helped me escape the Envy Demon. I already agreed to let him stay.
That was before we knew what it was. Honoring deals with demons is a swift path to an early grave.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But Cole looks like a young man. Could it be possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
And my head is completely cut off in this scene.
What do you mean by possession?
Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
He was right.
Haven.
My head was cut off at the
So
top
many
of the
soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Oh, I saw Solus and Vivian actually walking past in the background. First time I ever seen that.
You're feeling their pain?
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes? But here is where I can help. Every breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
Annoying to play a Qunari or a dwarf here.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
Okay, look.
It was an archdeacon.
Lady as master of the tradesmen, building. Our purpose in the it was time arranged, at least. It is better to remain. Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
I have to put my. Oh, that's a huge shield too. What's with these duperly huge shields?
Our mounts have never had better.
I am here.
We need to discuss our relationship.
As you wish.
Perhaps another time.
My lady. Ah, the ward.
How do the Wardens...
Short answer. Stick it with swords. We'll manage, if it... As you wish. I am here.
I want to hear more...
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Your name?
I was from the... That was a long time ago. Another life.
I hear that...
You're right. And when you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way. We all need to believe that... A group... More or less. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. I am here.
How much do you know of...
Not much. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one. You think the Wardens would have managed to kill them? I don't know. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
Let's discuss something else. Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Oh, I still have to get the specialist categories.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Draste, what do I step in?
Let me know what she says. I could use some clarification myself.
It's swearing, not praying. She doesn't answer. Not like she's supposed to. I know what happened to you. Or what everyone here thinks happened. It seems... I don't know what it seems.
I can't help you if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. I mean, that Carriffy thing. A Magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, Seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
What? What happened now? I have multiple Sarah romance involved, so no matter what, her romance should have come up. Why did that happen?
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andra?
But you doubt...
It can't be true. Look, I have arrows. Please be good enough.
Please be good enough. Well, okay. There's the pretty part that wasn't there before.
I like to hear this. The pretty part, not the overwhelmed by everything part.
Oh, sure. Don't mind the bung writ through the heavens, love. Primp and toss and all is well. What I want is to get everything back to business as usual. A nice simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order. For now.
I'm hoping you'll stick around. Never know what might interest you.
Sometimes you do know, Lady Harold.
Okay, that one sentence she always goes right to. I don't know. Does that have to do with that I'm a Qunari? Yeah, and then there's her.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
A lot of our people just died. We will discuss whose fault that is later.
Now is always the time, my dear. The past cannot be changed, and tomorrow may never come. You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
I'm not going to forgive what happened at Haven. Corypheus will answer for what he's done.
You're angry? Good. Anger can save you when everything else is gone. Just make sure you put it to good use. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
Yes, sure about that. I have to take care of Hawk so I can get Scandra's romance actually started. I have to get her
Someone
started
emptied a whole
before
bag of
anyone
turnips
else.
into the fire. Ah, make it, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... Oh, I can't recall who took them.
Not the beginning flirting, but the part where it actually starts.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Knight Captain Denham, Inquisitor. He awaits judgment for serving the Lord Seeker at Therenfall Redoubt. I knew some of the knights who died there. I asked to oversee his sentencing. The Envy Demon perhaps fooled the Knight Captain, but following his superior's orders nearly destroyed the Templars.
I hope the Knight Captain is lucid enough to understand what he's done.
I only did as I was told.
Knowingly or not, you condemned your brothers and sisters to death.
You would have done the same if you hadn't abandoned the Order. I served faithfully. It went red after what the Lord Seeker told me to do.
What happens if I let the Templars judge him?
I didn't suffer at your hands. That was your knights in the Templar Order. Let the remaining Templars judge the man who failed them.
The penalty will be death. They can't. Not after what I've seen.
Alrighty then. All the scenes in here are cutting weird. Oh, no, I can't move. Okay. specialists and whatever. I have a million things are on the board. And you.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death. The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Oh, I gave her the blue-green.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual? The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of the Grand Masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Okay, excuse me? Did I never notice that exactly before? A group of elves is drawing out the hostility. I never thought about that sentence before. Since when? There's some elves, basically defending themselves against the demons wandering around. There aren't elves fighting both sides. They are called the Freemen of the Dales, and they are not elves. Or they could be combined with elves, but they're some other group
Does
of
Celine know
people
about the
with
threats
humans
against her?
and
Can we
everybody.
send word? I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
We cannot neglect our soldiers' training.
Can we neglect roads? Our allies cannot take the same route through the mountains we did. Inquisitor?
To work? If it was abandoned when we arrived, who named this place Skyhold?
Solus says it changed hands so many times, the original builders can't be traced. I read the House of Armitage once built a fortress in the vicinity 5 ages ago, but the records are lost. Inquisitor? Let's see what we have.
This is 43 seconds. Okay. Observing the deadlock. Yes, you can observe some soldiers. It's embarrassed to leave Templars.
Inquisitor? Inquisitor. Inquisitor. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have.
Rumors. A mage sneezes and someone cries blood magic. My agents will investigate. First...
Inquisitor.
False accusations. Trust.
Inquisitor.
Confront mages in the Wending Wood. I don't know if I did the right thing as far as Cerberus is supposed to get approval, upgraded job at some point. Yeah, can I skip this? Oh, come on. Crazy loading times.
Law has asserted itself.
Okay, it said the recipe overrode the Cerebus assassin crafting, whatever. So I guess
Better and
look
better.
if there's
What
different
can't we do in a place like this?
recipes in here. And no.
Where's my hammer? Not that one. Or that.
Okay, I know there's different things in here. I think, or it's just higher powered materials. If I make it again, I get all red. I'm confused on that. Or it's just higher power materials for the regular ones. Not. Okay, here's more. Oh, that's what I was confused about. I see. Okay, this one has 253. As far as the color it was giving me. This has upgraded materials. Yeah, 295. And this, there has to be something to remove the stupid war horn. And yes, that's what it is, a war horn. Because I can't even just decide, oh, I'll use the light armor. No, it's gonna give me the war horn no matter what. Okay, 295. How come it's the same? Do even all of these have to attach the war horn to no matter what it is. So stupid. I hate that about a warrior. Anyway. It was a 253. What I was wondering about is this one comes with red metal. Add 253 on top of 129. So it's a 556. Cloth, metal, leather. Yeah, why would I want the lower powered one anyway? Oh. What I'm supposed to be checking is if I can actually tint it now. Alright, where is it? No. Cannot be tinted. Yeah, and a whole bunch of tacticians renewals. Oh. Oh, you need... Dorian needs decked out now. What happened to Cole's head? There is a shadow over. It's because Cole's hat doesn't work. He needs to have the healing. Does that mean he'll walk around with a shadow on his face when he's outside, whether the hat is hidden or not? If the hat is hidden and he walks around like that, that wouldn't be. Anyway. Yeah, I know. Nobody's gonna wear that. Dorian needs leveled up. Oh yeah, keep vulnerable to me. And once again, that thing is not showing up. Is this because it's the first time I've entered the game and haven't left? Dorian, get you some points. Some inventory. Dorian needs some inventory. Okay, no, that's when it goes away. Bucking bow, winter's grass, good enough. Who gets an amulet of power? Varric. Blackwell. I need Dorian's armor. And more people's armor too, but a couple more. Even though the healing hat would technically be pink, it's not because it's currently pure black. And doesn't even look like it's supposed to. Dorian. Alright. Whoa, that's why is this so dark? That's the new high ever. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look another. Doesn't even look blue. Yeah, it just means I have to tint things after. Okay. Does different one give you healing? I was looking at like cloth leather. So I was looking for all the choices, but fine. There, heal bonus. Alright. Wait, does that? Where's spirit? No. Nothing else does heal bonus. There's one. There's like one certain recipe that it will do heal bonus on with the Avar. do you want? Okay, let's make my mages build guard. Puppy, come here then. Come here, puppy. Is that hierarchy? Very strange. That silk brocade is a different texture too because it's not all over. Does it have down lower like that? It's odd. I wonder. Velvet. So, okay, wait. Well, now it has the brocade. I don't know. Silk brocade on your boots. Another cloth decided to be white. Or do you want this? These have hearts or something. One of them has flowers and one of them has hearts, I think. We already have the leather tint. What? Is there more? Where's the time on this? Because all I'm doing right now is... Yeah, 2 hours. Probably going over. Thank you for watching this video of mostly nothing. Just, well, talking to a lot of people. Thank you for joining me. See you later. Have a good night or day, and goodbye.